Sony generally puts in some effort in the battery life department, which is a good thing given that this is a common complaint about smartphones. The Xperia E5 performed fairly well in our testing. On an average day, with some web browsing, a spot of gaming, a couple of Wii videos and some basic messaging, it still had a little left in the tank at bedtime. Playing a graphically demanding game, like Asphalt 8, we saw a 5% drop off the battery every 10 minutes. Gaming is inevitably going to drain the battery pretty quickly, but you would expect the fact that the Xperia E5 only has a 720p screen to help it last a little longer. When the phone was left on standby, there was no suspicious power drain, so with light use we think the E5 could conceivably stretch to 2 days between charges, for the vast majority of users. However, a daily charge will definitely be in order. Sony Xperia E5 review. The battery in the Sony Xperia E5 is rated at 2,300 mAh. That's exactly the same size as the battery in the Xperia's but way less than the whopping 3,000 mAh battery in the Moto G4. However, the Moto G4 battery has to power a much larger 5.5-inch, 1080p display, so it's not really a fair comparison. The Oppo F1, on the other hand, has the same size and resolution display as the E5, and it boasts a slightly bigger 2,500 mAh battery. We ran the Sony Xperia E5 through TechRadar's battery test, playing a 90-minute HD video at full brightness, with Wi-Fi syncing in the background. Starting with a full battery, the Xperia E5 has dropped to 74% by the time the video ended. That's a loss of 26%, compared to just 17% for the Moto G4 and 15% for the Oppo F1. However, the E5 did better than the Xperia's, which lost a whopping 29% in the same test. To make matters worse, the Xperia E5 doesn't support any kind of fast charging, so there's no option to give it a quick burst if you need to head out the door in 10 minutes. The Moto G4, by contrast, has turbocharging, which can restore a decent chunk of battery life very quickly. But with the E5 you'll have to wait for around 2 hours if you want to fully charge your phone.